Alright, what's up people? Today I'm going to talk about the changes to passive mode and how it's affected combat in GTA as a whole, and ways you can use these changes to like your benefit, and how to, you know, overcome the harder problems that were added with the changes. Now the first main change to combat would definitely be passive mode. They did a massive change in with passive mode. If you didn't know already. Actually, they've increased the passive mode timer. That's one of the things. As you see when I disable passive mode, it gives you 30 whole seconds, which is definitely an increase, or a better thing in my opinion, because it gives you more time to react after, like, let's say you want to try jumping out of a car and killing another player while you're in passive mode. If you kill them, and it'll automatically kick you out of passive mode, and you'll have more time to recover and, you know, do what you need to do before it actually does kick you out of passive mode. So that's one of the good changes in my opinion. But it could be a bad thing. Like, for example, if you need to be out of passive mode as soon as possible, like if there's an NPC trying to kill you or the cops are trying to kill you, and you die because you can't get out of passive mode in time, then that I could see how that'd be a problem. But for me, it's generally a good thing. Another big change they made to passive mode is the timer. It says 4 minutes now, but it actually takes 5 whole minutes to activate passive mode, as opposed to the 1 minute it used to take. And this is the worst thing they've done in terms of changing combat. It means basically you're gonna have to play more passive. If you use passive mode regularly like I do, you're gonna have to be playing a little bit more passive, because you can't rely on passive mode to, you know, keep you safe anymore. You gotta rely more on playing more passively and more strategically, you know. Normally you could try to kill someone for a little bit, maybe kill them, then go in passive mode, but you can't really do that anymore. You gotta play more strategically. And another huge thing, this is my least favorite thing they've done, is all weaponized vehicles now all weaponized vehicles, you can't be in passive mode inside of them. And that means like all weaponized vehicles, from the Oppressor Mark II to the Insurgent Pickup Custom to the Hydra. Any vehicle that has weapons, whether it be a machine gun or something more, like, for the example, the Hydra has the explosive missiles. You can't, or the explosive cannon, you can't go in passive mode. As I demonstrate this now, let me show you. Still got 2 minutes left, but it should say it once I'm inside of it, I'm pretty sure. Oh, well, anyway, just trust me when I say that you cannot go in passive mode inside of a jet anymore. Which I'm gonna discuss the pros and the cons about this first. Now, the obvious pros, or the obvious cons about this, are that you can't, you know, go in passive mode to save your life. If there's another jet right behind you and you can't turn around and they're gonna kill you, you have to kill yourself, or either die, kill yourself, or jump out. There's no option to go in passive mode, which kind of sucks, but I can understand why they did that. The pros do outweigh the cons, however. Even though I am upset about this, it's for the better of GTA as a whole, considering since this has happened, and I'm in a bad sport lobby, but since this has happened, there has been barely any jets in the sky, and if they were jets in the sky, they got taken out pretty quickly, or they got shut down pretty quickly. But it didn't really affect Oppressor Mark IIs in that much, because they're still really hard to hit in general, and most people just killed themselves anyway when they were getting locked on and they couldn't avoid it. So it really didn't change the combat with the Oppressor Mark II. I mean, it did change a lot about the Oppressor Mark II, such as you can't use it for just normal gameplay. Like, if you want to get around the map in a regular session, you can't do it safely. There's always a risk of you dying, which is a bad thing, but I would say that it's a better thing that they did that, because it has cut down the amount of Oppressor Mark II griefers by a little bit. Not by much, but, you know, any amount is okay. And another thing they changed is the ghost system. Like, it used to be if someone killed you 3 times, you could ghost them for like a few minutes. But now, if someone kills you 2 times, you can ghost them for a lot longer. And the good thing about this is not only that, but let's say an entire CEO attacks you, or one person from a CEO attacks you and kills you twice. You can go ghost from the entire CEO/MC for a period of time. So it does help you if you're more of a passive player who doesn't really like to kill or be in combat in general. It's honestly, the ghosting system's probably better than the passive mode system at this moment because of that long timer. Like, you can get around it, but just keep in mind, take this, information. Well, I'm a tryhard, I know. Fighting in GTA is never going to be the same again. There's going to be a little bit, not a huge change. There's still going to be tryhards doing the same thing that tryhards always do. But every, at least smart tryhard who cares about dying is going to take things a little bit slower. And that's the thing that's going to change a lot in this. And I've already noticed it in the bad sport lobby. There's been a lot less fighting in general, and when there is fighting, there's more of people killing each other than getting kills. Like, they're not being, all gung-ho. They're actually taking care of what they do because they know that they can't just go in passive mode whenever they want to because there's a big timer now. Now, if someone has waited the 5 minutes and it still isn't in passive mode, then they can play like they normally do because they can go back in passive mode. But no, it's really never going to be the same, and it's kind of a shame how they changed it. But it's for the better of the game in general. It's going to bring a lot more new players to it who can enjoy the game a lot more, that there's less danger. I'm not really sure how things are behaving in regular lobbies since I'm still stuck in a bad sport lobby, but I do know that combat has drastically lowered. Maybe it's because of the new DLC, but I'm pretty sure it's because of the changes. It's definitely changed combat. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, put a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. I guess, guys, hold on, I want to end this coolly. I'll see you later.